But you've never been to a hospital.
Yeah, I've actually been to a hospital in the Philippines.
You've been?
Yeah.
When?
We had to get a COVID test.
Like my brother and my dad.
Yep.
They walk around the house with James just with their underwear.
TMI.
Hello guys! Welcome back. My name is Christy.
And I'm James.
What's your last name?
Yodar? Just kidding.
We're the Yoders. You know what? I think we need to change our YouTube channel name. Maybe. You guys should comment below what we should change our YouTube channel name to. Kidding aside.
Yes.
Kidding aside, today we're gonna talk about what we miss about the Philippines.
Yes! Yeah!
Actually, mainly what James has missed about the Philippines. I also miss the Philippines, but I feel like he misses a lot more than me.
Actually, I want to go there more than she does. So I've been asking her for months, like, when are we going back? When are we going back? She's like, I don't know.
And it's not that I don't want to go back. It's because I'm still traveled out. I feel like we just went there yesterday.
No, it actually feels quite a bit longer for me.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it has been since, what, April?
We came back, we arrived in Ohio in May.
We came back in May.
Yeah, so June,
That's
July,
like half a
August,
year.
September, October, November. It's just 6 months.
That's half a year. That's a long time.
It's just yesterday.
No, that's a long time for me.
It was a long time ago.
Okay, so maybe you should talk about first what you miss about the Philippines.
All right, so.
Since you want to go there now.
Yeah. Okay. So the first thing on the list is hospitality. Okay, so maybe not everyone will experience this. Maybe Filipinos, since they're used to it or whatever. But this is just my experience with this. But I love how the moment you get off that plane, like, you got greeters, like they're welcoming you, smiling, and like.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, sir.
Yeah. It makes me feel like really welcome, and you know, it never gets old. Every time I come, everybody's so hospitable. Like, yeah, when you still go through immigration and stuff like that, yeah, they have to do their job, but like, I love the hospitality of Filipinos. Like, you know, everywhere you go, I mean, for the majority, I mean, you might get some Filipinos that might be having a bad day or something like that, but almost everybody's happy. And you know, like you walk into you know, like, say, a mall or something, and yeah, there might be, you know, people that are shy, but you got people smiling, and even sometimes the guards, they smile and say, hi, hello, sir, welcome, you know, stuff like that. So and you know, for me, it can't be beat. The Philippine hospitality can't be beat. Like, and we've even heard from, like, other people that they went all around, like, Asia, and the Philippines was their last stop, and they said out of all the countries they went to, Philippines was the best.
Yeah.
Like, it was the most hospitable, and even though everybody's
And
not in hospitals, you know?
friendliest country they've ever been to.
Yep. And what helps is everybody, to some extent, for the majority, can speak somewhat of English. So that kind of helps, because I can't imagine for some countries, you know, where nobody can speak English. Like, that's got to be hard, you know, for foreigners to come and they want to ask questions and stuff. That would be hard. So for me, that's definitely the first thing, is hospitality.
Hospitality. But you've never been to a hospital. They're more hospitable than
Yeah, I've actually been to a hospital in the Philippines.
You've been?
Yeah.
When?
We had to get a COVID test.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
See, I
That's the
remember more than she does.
Yeah. Well, okay. For me, what I miss about the Philippines is the convenience of living in a city. And I think I miss it because we live in the countryside. We live in a subdivision out in the countryside. So whenever I want to go somewhere, we need to drive. You can't take Uber or Grab or tricycle or jeepney or taxi. There's nothing like that here where we live. And it takes about 15 minutes, 20 minutes if you want to go somewhere that sells food. But in the Philippines, I grew up in the city, and when you come out of the house, there's sari-sari store everywhere. Like our house, just right in front of our house, somebody is selling soda, noodles, shampoo, conditioner, canned goods, anything that you would need on a day-to-day basis.
All the essentials.
And sometimes they even sell veggies or frozen food, fish. So it's just probably 10 steps away from the door of our house. So,
oh yeah, I'll never forget that.
No kidding. Yeah, so very convenient, right? But here you have to drive, you have to do stuff, and if I want to go to Starbucks, I mean, if you live in the city, or if you are staying in the city, you just have to walk towards Starbucks. Everything seems to be walkable, even though it's a 15-minute or a 20-minute walk. We would rather walk than drive or take a cab or something. So that's what I miss. I feel like there's a lot of freedom when you just go outside of your house. Here, if I do that, it'll take me maybe 2 hours before I get to the nearest grocery store here in our area. But don't get me wrong, I love the area where we are at. It's very quiet, and peaceful. But sometimes you can't have the best of both worlds.
I think the third thing is probably just the traveling in the Philippines. That's one thing I really miss. Like even just like inside Manila, like I know I'm more of an introvert. I would never want to live in the city. But honestly, like visiting the city, it's not that bad. Like she said, you have everything there. Like, we would usually stay somewhere like near Mega Mall. And everything's right there. You got stuff to eat, you got shopping, and
laundry shop.
Yeah, and I love that, but then I think my favorite thing is to travel outside of Manila, go to like the beautiful like scenic places, like, going to Siargao, going to like El Nido, Baguio, stuff like that. Like I know I've been to some of those places several times already, and I'm so excited to go back because I want to try some new locations. And it's just something, it's almost become, I wouldn't say an obsession, but it's just become something that I'm passionate about. Like,
yeah, I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
Why are you more excited to travel in the Philippines than traveling within the States?
Well, I think for me, because I didn't grow up in the Philippines, and even though there are some quote unquote tropical places here, I mean, we have Hawaii, but the Philippines is just unique. It's so different, and I love the beautiful tropical places. Like, we've been to some places that are tropical, but they're not necessarily like legit. Like,
it's man-made tropical.
It's man-made, and we love the authentic stuff that the Philippines has to offer. And so, like, for me, I love it. I can't get enough of it. So I will always go back. I'll always love it. It'll just never get old. So for me, that's definitely something that I'm looking forward to. And I miss it a lot.
Right, yeah. I mean, that makes sense. I also miss authentic Filipino food, because even though there are Filipino restaurants here in the States, and I can also cook, Filipino food, it's just different when you're eating it in the Philippines. I don't know.
Well,
it tastes more like home.
Yeah, I mean, even though you can buy like Filipino ingredients in some stores here, like if you're trying to make a Filipino dish without those ingredients, it doesn't taste like the authentic Philippines that we're used to.
You know why? Because they use magic syrup. That's what's make it authentic.
It's magical, I guess.
Magic.
You know what magic syrup is?
No.
It's like
It's a seasoning, right?
it's a seasoning, but I think it has MSG. I don't know.
So
you
otherwise,
guys, please comment what magic syrup is.
the magical
But
ingredient is MSG.
yeah, but it's supposed to make whatever you're cooking taste more delicious because it has magic. You know, that's why it's called magic syrup.
Yep. Yeah, so I like, even with me, I miss the food a lot. Like, yes, there are some things that we can get here that are Filipino, but like she said, you can't compare to the real thing in the Philippines. Like, if you want, like, besides like the stuff that she cooks, if you want some like legit, like, you know, sinigang or, you know, lechon, you know, stuff like that, like, Philippines, you know, it's just the best, you know.
Also kinilaw.
Kinilaw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, we've tried even like ceviche, even in like the Bahamas and stuff. It was good, but don't get me wrong, it still didn't compare to the Philippines. Like, I just love the food in the Philippines. Yeah, not everything, like I mentioned in one of our other videos, but like, there's still so much food that I love. Like, and I love every time I go back, I get to try something new and I love it. Like, one of the last few times we were there, piaya. I've never had piaya before. And I got to try one in Tagaytay. I think it was called Antonio's. And me and a friend went, and it was just legit, like, incredible. And so I kind of fell in love with those piayas. And I know not every piaya might taste as good as that, but, like, for the first time experiencing that, that was, like, the best.
It's the best. I love it.
Yeah.
And so I really miss Filipino food, like, a lot. Like, my favorite place in Manila, and some of you might recognize this place, but Manila Chun. There's one in Mega Mall. There might be one in Mall of Asia. But that's, like, in the Manila area, so far, that's my favorite lechon baboy. So, if you've never been there, give it a try. I like it.
Yeah, it's really good. I love their soup as well.
Yeah, they have really good soup.
Yeah, they do.
You know, but yeah, the Filipino food, I miss it. I'm so excited to go back.
Right, yeah, me too. I was just kidding about the MSG thing, but I think most food has MSG there, but I'm sure not all of them. So.
No. Like, yeah. you can get some healthy stuff if you really look for it.
Yeah. Milk tea also. I love milk tea.
Yeah, milk tea. Cha time. Cha time is definitely one of our favorite places to go to for dessert.
And I love that there are different, you know, varieties of food there. You know, It's like, yes, you're in the Philippines, but you're not only eating Filipino food. You know, you can eat Chinese food, Japanese food, Korean food, even American food. It's like everything is available.
Yeah, and actually, to be honest with you, I would highly recommend for some of you that have never been to the Philippines, I would actually get away from the American food there. Because, like,
yes.
I mean, she could even second this. The American food doesn't taste legit like the American food here. Like, even when you get steak, like, it's different than the steaks here. You know, like a New York strip or, you know, filet mignon, it's not the same.
Yeah, especially with the fats, you know, like steaks here, they don't have fats around the meat, but in the Philippines we love fat, so we eat it.
Like, you might have some fat on the side, but not like in the center of it. But for some of you, if it's not a big deal, then it's okay. But like, even like if you go to fast food like McDonald's or something, like even like the burgers, the fries and stuff, they taste different. So my recommendation is, don't get American food if you're in the Philippines. Try something new, be adventurous, because like there's so many different varieties of foods there that you've never even heard of. And so just try it. That would be my thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What else do you miss about the Philippines?
Yeah. I definitely miss my family out there, and
my family.
Her family. Our family. It's our.
It's not just your family. It's my family too.
Well, when I say it's my family, it's because it's like for me, it comes from my heart. It's like they're my family now, and I really miss them because every time we go, we try to like at least have one big gathering with, the majority of the family if we can. And every time we do something, we have such a blast. And I know that some families, have things they might go through. Maybe some people aren't getting along or whatever. But I really appreciate the family. Like even if somebody is not getting along, they still make the best out of the situation. They get over it. They have a good time. But like I love, especially like, my brother-in-law, Joni, like, yeah, like there's that language barrier. He may not know English very well, but like, I love him so much. Like we get along. Like he's actually somebody I would really want to get to know more. I want to spend more time with. Yeah, so I can generally say I miss my family, from the Philippines. They're just like, honestly, for me, they're one of the best, families, that I could ask for as a foreign family, family in-law, or in-laws. I love it.
Yeah. And it's true what he said earlier, that he's the one who wants to visit the Philippines more often than me, because he wants to spend time with my family, and I'm proud of him whenever he mentioned something like that. It's not like I didn't want to spend time with my family, but because I grew up with them, I know them and I talk to them as much as possible online. But I'm glad that he loves my family, and everybody calls him Tito, and he treats everyone like his own family. Like he's not awkward at all. Like my brother Joni, whenever we're in the same room or he's staying at our Airbnb, you know what? He walks around just wearing his whiteies. What did you call that?
TMI.
TMI. He walks around wearing, what do you call that here in the States? Because we call that brief.
Like, boxer briefs, I would say.
But it's not a boxer brief. You call it something else. White.
Oh, okay.
White.
So I thought I thought it was white boxer briefs, but it's whitey tighties.
Yeah, whitey tighties. That's what you call it.
Yeah.
That's what you call it. Like my brother and my dad.
Yep.
They walk around the house with James, just with their underwear.
I mean, honestly, I don't mind it. That makes me feel like for me, I'm glad because I'm glad they can feel comfortable around me. I don't feel awkward by it because we're all guys, but if it was a woman, that'd be a little different story,
they won't do that. Yeah.
But
so that's just mean that, they're comfortable with you and they treat you as family.
Exactly. So I love it. The last thing that I miss that I gotta share about is my Filipino friends. We have Filipino friends here.
Our Filipino friends.
Yes. We have Filipino friends here in the States, and we're so thankful we get to hang out with them because, I mean, they're awesome. Like, I love it. But we do have friends in the Philippines that, unfortunately, they're not able to come here and visit. So every time we come to the Philippines, it's such a joy to see them. Like,
You need to drop the name.
all right, so first name, Chester.
Shout out to Chester.
If you're watching this, yeah, shout out. Like, we miss you, bro. Like, you're the best. And, our friend Chester, like, he's just one of those friends that whenever you get with him, it's a good time. It doesn't matter. Like, what's happening. Even if you're just going for coffee, just know that there's going to be a bunch of laughs, a bunch of humor. And we love him so much. And we have some other friends, and even, like, people that I've made friends with, even, like, working with Christy's company for a little bit, like there's been times that we hung out, and it's awesome. I love it. And for me, like, I love the diversity, like being able to have friends from different areas of the world, because you get to experience new things. And actually, my one friend, I'll just say his name, Guile. If you're watching this, shout out to you. And he's actually the one that showed me PIS. We went to Tagaytay for the day, and he said, dude, you got to try these PIAs. And honestly, I was kind of skeptical I was like, okay, I don't know what these are. I didn't know what to expect, but boy, was that like magical.
Yeah,
And
I'm glad he tried it.
Yeah, so we had a good day, but yeah, we really miss our Filipino friends. I know Christy, she has more friends than I can even count. So you know, we try to visit them as well, like when we go there. So yeah, I definitely miss our friends.
Yeah, same. One main thing that I miss is karaoke. I do karaoke here in the States, but it's different doing that with your family and friends, you know, because we sing songs that we grew up with, and we sing songs that are funny and old, you know, and we don't mind if you're singing off key. The more you sing off key, the better because it's more fun.
Amen!
You know, and so I don't know, I just love it. Even if you're not the one holding the microphone, you sing along with the main person who's singing because you just know the song, and it's just so much fun. Yeah, so that's one thing I miss. So whenever we go to Philippines, I always schedule a karaoke session with my friends and family.
Like, yeah, I mean, she's not lying with that. Like, karaoke is a big thing with her, and I know we shared it kind of on a previous video, but like even though like karaoke is not a big thing for me, like I'm so like glad and I'm joyful that she gets to do it, and just seeing the smile on her face when she's doing it with her family or her friends.
Like this.
Yep, I love it. So yeah, like, you know, if you know, you're Filipino, or if you're just a foreigner that has been to the Philippines and you want to go back, like, leave a comment and let us know, like, what are the things that you miss, and what things do you want to do the next time you visit. So yeah, just let us know.
What do you want to do the next time you visit?
What do I want to do the next time? I definitely want to travel more. I want to try more food. I want to spend more time with family, more time with friends. You know, just kind of be adventurous, I guess.
Okay, let's go ahead and book a ticket. Bye, guys.
All right.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah. See you on the next one.